Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Perillo, and seconds before going live here. Oh, wow. I thought I was about to sneeze, but no, I guess not. I guess it was a fart, and now I'm getting notifications. What? Oh, it's just Fix'em, dude. It's okay. I like Fix'em. I also like Future the Clown. Future, I gotta tell you, you made my day yesterday. You taught me something I didn't know. Specifically, when we drop... Seems like it's queued, so everyone get your drops in. You can cheer, and if you cheer during a drop, the bits can actually throw people off course. So it's kind of neat, or at least I thought it was kind of neat when I saw it. I'm like, oh, okay, I just realized that. And Fucho was just like, I couldn't figure out. I'm like, Fucho's just having fun. I'm like, oh, that's why. So today's cereal, as I mentioned yesterday, is chocolate Chex. Got this on sale for $1.89. Wanted to try it because I love Chex. Love Chex.
Hollywood in 3D just resubscribed for 5 months.
Wow! Not only did Hollywood N3D resubscribe for 5 months, but Liz just resubscribed for 27 months in a row. I think she and Joe Tashi have the records to beat. So before I dive into my cereal, let me go ahead and show you today's thrifting haul score. Applause made these taller figurines back in the late 90s, not long after the Bendums. And I never really got into him, but he was thrifted today for right around $4, $3.50, something like that. I saved a couple of dollars. I don't know. I can't remember exactly what. But I got this.
Iris Amelia just resubscribed for 3 months.
Iris
Magical
Amelia now
Tilda.
getting in on the act. All right, well, everyone's resubscribing. I guess that means we're starting the hype train. And I got to warn you, we're going through a heat wave. The power died. So I'm going to get my Emperor Palpatine thing going. But let me explain. If the stream suddenly dies, it could be that I lost power again. So it may be a very short stream tonight. It's one of the reasons I'm printing Yoda. We got about an hour left before the print finishes. So, make it count. Make the time that we spend together right now count, because I have no idea how long it's going to last. A lot of people were using air conditioning today, apparently.
It's been a couple of days since the last hype train. I was beginning to think you didn't love me. But truth be told, I'm glad we started this hype train before Chris poured the cereal. Otherwise, it would have gotten soggy, and that would have been no fun. Alright, what color are we going with? Yes, everybody? Anybody? There we go. Now, I got the light, but I gotta know which color it's... Cheese and crackers. If you cheer right now, bits will fly on the screen and throw everybody off. So it's a little surprise thing. Of course, it's also good to do during a hype train. You never know. You see? Did you see how it should have the bits go flying around? It's kind of fun. Oh, he chose rainbow. Fair enough. Bloop, 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 bloop. All right, I've got to figure this out. There we go. Had to figure out how to do my rainbow again. I did. I figured it out. It all is well. Let's see here. The train hasn't quite left the station. By the way, I didn't wear my watch for a good part of the day. It was charging. So do those calories burned count? Do they? I don't know. Because according to this, I haven't done much, but I feel like I've done a lot. In fact, my I don't know if I pulled a muscle back here, my rib, or what. It's very tender. It's very sore. And then I was shutting the garage door, and I used my hip. Ow, my left. I know. No, this is not good. I pushed it with my hip. I don't have any fat on my hip where I pushed it. And I know it's going to leave a bruise. I know that's going to be a sore thing, but for a completely different reason. Oh. Whew. Thank you, Fucho, and New more. No more 3. See the bits? See how they fly around now?
Show me what you got.
Okay, I will show you what I got. I also got another one of these.
Stay on target.
I'm trying to stay on target. Wherever target is. I did go to target. But what did I get? Did I get it? I got something. Oh, yes, I'm going to return it. A pitcher. I didn't like it. Pitcher to pour things out. It wasn't good. Okay, I'm going to open this. Because we already took a picture of this the other day. So it's not really new. Trying to kill many birds with one stone. Please give me something different. Yes!
I gotta have more cowbell.
You know what I gotta have? I gotta have more Grievous. Thank you, no more 3 once again, and Fucho the Clown. As well as, I'm guessing, Fix'em Dude? Is it Fix'em Dude? Was it oh, it's Krusty 3D. Fair enough. I thought it would Fix'em Dude like playing that sound effect. I got a Grievous stamp. Now's the time to cheer. When people start dropping, that's when you cheer. It just blows everybody away. That's the fun thing. Oh, see what happened to Krusty in the taco? Yes? Nice, eh? There we go. Got a Grievous. General Grievous. I will hold still as long as I possibly can. Thank you, Pez-Liz, and Pez-Liz, and Pez-Liz, and Pez-Liz. She doesn't want anybody to win. That's how it works. Oh, so much fun. More dropping down pennies from heaven. No more 3 getting in on the act. Apparently I'm holding that a little too high. There we go. Liz should have a good screen grab by now. Even with all the bits and coins flying around. That's a lot of fun.
I gotta have more cowbell.
Do you? You got to. Fix him, dude. Well, I've got a Vader helmet. Sounds like a cowbell. Hang on, let me get my decrepit butt over there. Oops. Okay. Ow. I'm saying ow for... You didn't see my undershirt? I'm saying ow for real because I've got like... I've got owies on my knuckles. They're very owie. Very owie. Okay, get your drops in, everyone. Get your drops in. Is everybody ready to drop? And by the way, I believe a mod was probably on this, but just in case, shout out to Iris Amelia. Just in case. GC Laredo 207, so good to see you. So wonderful to see you. Okay, so here's a clear shot, Liz, of the General Grievous stamp. That means I got 3 of the 5, which is fine. I just wanted to get the Vader. That was the one I was going for. To get the General Grievous, though, I'm very, very, very happy. Another thing I got today... Is it? Is it really? Well, what it is a level 2 hype train. Very glad we left the station. Are you wooing? Okay, I will wait. I will wait to see who falls. Who's going to make it in the vat of acid? That's right, I replaced the water in the pool with acid. So, if you fall in acid, it is totally not my fault. Oh, nice try, Pezliz. Nice attempt. Valiant attempt. But Krillin64 made it. Here's another thing I got thrifting. This is a box. Not a heart-shaped box like Nirvana. But it is a bin. There we go. So I had 2 more of these. Bought one brand new. Found another one thrifting. And this is the 3rd one that I've now picked up. This was a couple of dollars today. And I needed this because I was hoping to get another one. If only to put Jedi's... Fortnite figures in there, because I had another one to open, so I have her Fortnite figures in there, including this one. I have no idea really what the characters' names are, but anyway, she's got Fortnite figures still, and they are in that bin. Now, we have 57 seconds left to go, 29% of the way through on this hype train. The last thing I need to show you is, well, maybe it's not exactly the last thing, but I have an Optimus Maximus keyboard. And I don't know... Oh, God damn it. Sorry, darn it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. This is older. I can't find the power adapter. Each one of these keys is an OLED screen. So I'm looking to sell my Optimus Maximus keyboard. Not really a trap. It's a tech, is what it is. So I've got my Optimus Maximus keyboard. I'm now looking to sell to somebody, anybody. Thank you, Vixen Dude, for the 100 bits. Very, very, very appreciated. I can't find the power adapter, but I'm still looking to sell this to somebody. My Optimus Maximus keyboard. Is that going to be to you? I don't know. I don't even know what to sell it for. You can't even find it on eBay. You can't find it anywhere. It's probably going to sell for a lot, but I don't know what a lot means. Thank you so much for helping us leave the station. We're going to go ahead and give everybody some points as a consolation prize. There you go. Congratulations right there. Didn't quite get 3 million with a level 5 hype train, but quite all right. And let me tell you, I do not want to be wearing that all that often right now, because we have air conditioning here and a backup generator. So downstairs stayed cool, but upstairs was off. So it's taking a while for the air conditioner to kind of get caught up. Ultimately, I turned it off because it was just blowing hot air at some point. But it's still not exactly warm. It's still cooling down upstairs, and it's usually like really warm. Of course, hot air rises, and it's very much true here as well. I realized that by shutting Jedi's door, every other room stays a little more cool. It was very warm in her room, very warm, because she's got the biggest exposure. This room also has exposure, but I don't know what's necessarily different because it wasn't as warm in this room. Maybe it's just the light blocking curtains that I've been using for eons, something like that. Okay, so Liz, you got, I'm assuming, all the screen grabs, the container, the Optimus Maximus, the Grievous, and the... There's one more thing I showed. The other third... Oh, the TIE Pilot. You bid 2 paper clips. Not enough. Okay, so now it's time to dive into the chocolate checks. I picked up some fun cereals today. I had to ask Liz, I'm like, ever had, like, this one? Gonna have to go back to the store and pick another one up. Vader time? Okay. Give me a second. Oh, it smells chocolate-ish. Not chocolate-y. It is definitely not hot inside this helmet. Alright. Not the figure. Okay. Here's this one, the figure. There we go. Got it thrifting. Is it focused? There we go. I think it's in focus. Picked it up thrifting today. Couple bucks. But a nice one. They had a Leia one, and they had a Luke with Yoda. Oh, you don't need to get the cereal. I'm not worried about the cereal. Well, I guess we could. I mean, it's like... I'm checking for a prize. There you go, Liz. That's an action shot. Chocolate checks. Checking for a prize. Okay. As long as I sit still... Oh, really? No more 3? That's the... Of course. That's the time. Okay, hang on. I'll do it truly. I'll do it truly.
Thank you. Saved by Gas and GC Laredo. You try... Okay, look. Understand when I do a freeze frame, you try holding still. It's not always easy, and you're going to make micro movements, so just give me a little bit of slack. Thanks. Appreciate it. My hands should be clean. I love the bits. I love them. Look at it. Throwing bits during the drops are so much fun, because now it's like random chaos. Oh, Krusty, see what I'm saying? It's total. Oh, Sesam poop bounces right out, dude. Oh, the bits bump Sesam out of the pool. No poop in the pool. Okay. So this looks like chocolate-inspired cereal. There, Liz, if you want to take a screen grab of that. I'm sorry. I enjoy it too much? No, I don't. That was great. No poop, no fun. Sorry. All right, there we go. You love the bowl? Irons fan Dan. I do as well. And you know what? I forgot the friggin' milk. Okay. Direct from oat nipples. I wasn't sure if I was going to run out of milk, so I grabbed a second one, but I don't think I need it. We'll see. Add out the chat. Okay, this is actually a pet food bowl. So, if you want one, just look for Grogu or Mandalorian or Star Wars pet food bowl. Seriously. Tiny little oat nipples. It's a perfect bowl for cereal. Yeah. It's chocolatey. But not too chocolatey. Sugary. Not too sweet. Depends on the bite. Because some bites aren't sweet at all. It's like they need to have more chocolate bits. Fun fact, according to Hollywood N3D, oat nipples are extremely sensitive. Krusty Judy dropping the bits as well as Fix 'em Dude. And, yeah, this is okay. It's good. I'm not sure it's worth a repeat. Like, when I went to get this, I was shopping today, doing errands. And I did grab another Eggo cereal. It was on sale. So, of course, I had to get it. I wouldn't say this is a repeat like Eggo. I feel this is like a compromise. Like, not too chocolatey and not chocolatey enough. So, yeah, it's okay. I think a full-on chocolate Chex, true chocolate Chex, would be good. And Chex is one of my favorite cereals growing up. I love rice Chex, wheat Chex, corn Chex. I think out of all of them, wheat Chex would have been my favorite. Though it seems we got rice Chex more often. This is like chocolate rice Chex. Made with 100% real cocoa. Yep, see? Corn Chex, rice Chex. Now they have peanut butter Chex, honey nut Chex, cinnamon Chex, wheat Chex. But the originals were wheat Chex, rice Chex, corn Chex. So, the reason my mom would get it is because, of course, it had no sugar. But then we'd get it at home, and we'd just pour sugar on it. Completely defeating the purpose. At that stage, Mom would have been better off serving us sugar cereal that we wouldn't have needed to oversweeten. True story. Exactly, Iron Fan Dan. Thank you. It's good to see you again. Total chaos. I love it. I love it. Oh, oh, oh! Poop tonight again. I gotta tell you, this makes the drop game a lot more fun. Because now you really gotta hope for it. All right, drop's been reset.
Menu Mission 247 just subscribed.
Menu Mission 247, continuing the gifts up they got from Zach Rutledge. How you doing, Eddie? Just gonna continue eating my checks. Let's see if I run out of milk. It's more than enough milk. I'm out of milk, basically. But I did bring a backup. I'm not going to use the backup. Thank God. It is oat milk, directly from oat nipples. The finest nipples are squeezed. At night when you are sleeping, a mother comes round the field, tending to her oat crop to grow a golden yield. Needing less water than almonds or beans, oats grow taller than the tallest of trees. Oats that are organic and, of course, gluten-free. Oats will become anything you want them to be. Squeeze a little nipple, out comes the milk. No, I mean, that's not on the back of the. I'm just gonna keep eating. What? Why did it freeze? Okay, let's try this. Is it going now? Would it help if I got out and pushed? Yep, that's what I thought. I had a fear that the Yoda head would come up. I had a fear. It was a sound fear, so I'm gonna try printing that Yoda head on its own. I had a fear. It really came up. Alright, so what did I save? I got the hands and the feet and the screw. That's it. That's all I got. Okay. So, sorry, as I was troubleshooting the other thing, I'm glad I looked over there. Give me a second. Is it gonna go? Really? Okay. Give me a sec. Let's see. There we go. It's like, I don't know what the heck was going on there. I need a reslice. And this time, I'm just going to do up the Yoda head. Because that's the one I'm most concerned about, so I'm going to print the head separately. I don't know how else to... I mean, it was a 10 brim. I mean... I can do it again. I may have to try doing it with a raft. Let's go 15. Sorry. Wait, did it actually move? What is going on? It's like Wi-Fi's not kicking in here. Excuse me. Everything else is fine. That's fine. Well, look, now it's kind of connected, but really choppy. Why? Give me a second. Never mind me, I'm just troubleshooting everything. Okay, dude. You're telling me. Okay, let me try. Oops. I may try to reboot the system here. Whoa! Dude, something's wigging out over here. Wow, something's really wigging out. Okay. Gonna reboot the system here. So, it's beginning to print. Just pretend it's moving. You can hear it moving. There we go with another drop. Thank you, Tusken Raider. Really appreciate that. Okay, let's see if I can get this thing to work this time. Ow! Man, I just keep banging everything here. Dude, what is going on? Sorry, everyone. Okay, I had to turn something off. There was a bug that was flipping out. Alright, let's see if this works. There we go. Now that works. I don't know. There was something that was like tying into VPN that was just choking. Very odd. Dinner time, Krusty. Fair enough. Oh, sorry. Manumission played the Tusken Raider sound effect. My bad. I said thank you. Sorry, I've got like 13 things going on here. Thank you, Manumission. Oh. Gonna drop. And start it. Oh, man. I don't know if I pinched a nerve in my back or what. 120, don't drop that. Liz, man, you did it. As did Larzeus. Looks like your boat that cereal must be working. What? Bulking up? I weigh less than I did last week. You like spiders? Go to 120? No! This is the way. Indeed, Manumission 247. This is the way.
Show me what you got.
What I got is Chex cereal. Chocolate Chex. I've got a little more milk here. I gotta finish it off, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the cereal in there. I also have to take these pieces off. Looks like I've got to clean up a bit. Thank you, Larzeus. Ow. There's that. Whoa, droid! Did you get a little too close there? That's what happens. You get a little too close. This is exactly what happens. Thanks you so much, Irons Fan Dan. Looks like the drop has been reset and queued, so drop, people, drop. Drop and pop. Drop and pop. Have I ever been to a point in life where I felt like a failure? How did you power through? Well, Cooler94, that is a very interesting question to ask as the first question here in the channel, but a real man eats wheat. Okay. I'll have to look up the definition of real man in the dictionary. You're eating some cereal for dinner too? Awesome! You didn't forget to make anything. It's Brenner. That's normal. Alright. So, failure is normal. And once you wake up to that and realize that feeling like a failure, A, doesn't mean you are, and B, doesn't mean that you can't recover, and C, that you're an anomaly. Once you recognize those things, it's easier to put that feeling in context. So yeah, I guarantee. Hey, Eloquent Madman, good to see ya. Based upon your question, I'll say this: every adult out there has felt like a failure at least once, whether they admitted it or not. Every child probably has felt like it too, whether or not they are. So, if you feel like a failure, again, keep those three things in mind. Contextualize it. And think what you can do to find a little bit of success. Doesn't have to be amazing. Success may be take a shower that day. Success may be, take care of a task that's been outstanding for 2 weeks and it'll take you 5 minutes. Success may be, completing something, doing something. That may be success. And then once you've done something successful, you're no longer a failure. Or, just keep trapped in your own mind, realizing that you're going to stay trapped.
Suspicious Tumble rated my stream with 9 viewers.
Hey, Suspicious Tumble! Good to see you. Hope you had a good stream. It's the weekend, so I'm eating cereal. Fun cereal in my Grogu bowl that Sith Lord Brit is totally jelly of. Eating my chocolate Chex, which I got on sale for $1.89. They're pretty good. They're not bad. Not great. So I do hope you had a good stream. What were you doing? Let me guess. You were assembling some kind of cosplay. Is that a good guess? Thank you for the shout out, mods. Good to see you again, Suspicious Tumble. I'm busy over here. I'm just recovering from a power failure myself. And there's a failure that's difficult to get around because you gotta wait for the power company to go flick. They did. Suspicious says, I was working on the Persona Commission, making good progress. Good! That's successful. Irons Fan Dan says, when I was at my lowest point, just getting out of bed, washed and dressed was considered a victory in my book. That's precisely what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. So, the question was a good question. Like, if you've ever felt like you failed in your life, how'd you move past it? Well, do something that you feel is successful. And it doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It's something that indicates that you did it. And if you did it, by definition, you're successful. So, Conan 120 has a quote from Michael Jordan, the key to success is failure. Indeed, and thank you so much for following Lady Cotton Butts. I like how it's cotton butts and not butt, indicating that you have several cotton butts, which is interesting. Wow, a lot of people landed that time. Resetting the drop, queuing the drop, and get your drops in and your pops in. Drop and pop, people. Drop and pop. 3D printing tonight, the Yoda head, it failed. I was printing in one fell swoop, and the head popped off here. So I'm just going to try to keep doing the head, and hopefully it'll work. If not, I may have to actually reinforce it with true supports rather than a brim. So all this is pretty much scrap because none of the other... Wait, no, the feet. I can take off the feet. Sith Lord Brit says, a lot of people measure their life achievements, or life by achievements, but please remember, just existing and being yourself and being a decent person is enough. Sith Lord Brit, totally agree, man. I totally, wholeheartedly agree. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Liz, very much. If Liz is still here, she may have popped off for now. Just don't beat yourself up. I think that's kind of what it boils down to. I think we are our own worst enemy sometimes. And if it helps, talk to someone. Hell, what was I talking about last week? Oh, that I went in to the doctor to talk about anxiety and get some medication. I think there's a bigger problem if you don't. The people who have the biggest problem are the ones who can't admit they have a problem. Do you feel me? The biggest failures in life are the people who can't admit that they failed. Do you feel me? You getting this? It's kind of like a motif, right? So, the people, who suffer from something, and they're hurt by it, or they're hurting others vicariously, if they keep pushing off responsibility for their own head and their own mind, if they keep pushing off responsibility and blaming other people for things that they need to take care of, that's irresponsible. That's failure. Failure is not coming forward and saying that you failed. That's honestly normal, because everyone fails. I mean, I can tell. I told you, like, I bumped into. I'm gonna have this bruise on my. It's not exactly a cotton butt. I needed a cotton butt. Because I know I got a bruise coming in there. Oh man. Sith Lord Brit, and she reinforces this. It takes a certain strength to admit that you need help. So the first part of it is just saying, I need help. I don't know what to do. Keeping it inside is not an option. Blaming other people is it's asinine. That's not how it works. I can tell you, there's no shame in mental illness. But blaming other people for a mental illness that you have, that's not going to get you better. Other people can't help you if you can't help yourself. So what I'm saying is the patterns that we've ingrained in people in society are bass-ackwards, right? We've somehow diminished the idea that it's okay to fail and that you have to be successful all the time and you can't show any weakness. I think that's a catastrophe in the making. I think we've seen it made, and we've seen it done over and over again. I'll be the first to tell you, I failed. I've done it. Everyone has. So anybody who's sitting there on a perch, with Schadenfreude and saying I'm like no. Everyone's failed. Everyone's failed. Maybe not as catastrophically as some, maybe not as little as others, but still. Still. Sith Lord Brit, again, backs my play. Those who don't have that strength make fun of those who ask for help, but really they're just giving away their own insecurity. That's what I'm saying, dude. So, like, people, they say, ha ha ha, Chris, you just admitted you're a failure. I'm like, oh no, I just admitted I'm human. Oh, God. No. No. It's like when people, seriously, people have, like, tried to rub my nose in my failures. I'm like, do you think I'm dumb? Seriously? Like, I don't know? Like, I'm completely oblivious to the thing that you just said? But they are, by definition, the most insecure people on the planet. Because they themselves cannot admit their own weakness. And those who pretend to be strong aren't. But those who admit weakness are very strong. It's like bass backwards. That's what I'm saying. It's just really weird how that works. It's really weird how that works. But it's true. And once you see through that, it's easier to deal with assholes on social media. It's like, okay. The less we care about others and the more we learn to like ourselves, the better off we are. That's right, Sith Lord Brit. Totally agree. Now, I'm not saying that self-esteem is the end-all be-all, because let's face it, Charles Manson has great self-esteem, okay? So, that ain't the thing. It's just being comfortable with yourself and being able to admit that you did something that maybe you could have done better. And strive to do better the next time. Because if you don't, you're not growing. Oh, you might say that you're growing, but you're not growing. That's why I don't pay attention to a lot of things that people say. I pay attention to the things that they do. I'm strong! Okay. Really? You sure about that? Yeah? Okay. It's just that I've seen you do some things that don't really indicate that you're strong. But, you know, if you feel that way, okay, well, not my life. Failures are opportunities for learning to be better. See Travis 13, totally agree. Completely agree. I'm going to try to finish my cereal before I go off on another tangent or get on another soapbox. Hopefully I'm not pissing anybody off. I'm sure I will. There we go. We got the drop going. If you don't fail at things, you're not doing enough, and you can't grow that way. Totally agree. But honestly, my biggest pet peeve, stop blaming other people. No, I'm not saying don't blame them for the things that they're responsible for. That's totally okay. Freedom of speech is not freedom of consequence. Freedom is not freedom of consequence, or from consequence. That was a great drop. Alright, if you don't mind, I'm going to try cleaning up. Looks like this Yoda head may survive. So I'll reslice the other ones here. The other pieces. It'll be a quick print, because I've done the hands already here. Alright, drops have been queued. Thank you so much, Fix 'em Dude, for being on it. There's a raffle, so if you want to pop. Hey, wait. So the person asked the question, but then I didn't hear back from them. Did I answer the question? Did I make you feel better about any kind of failure you might have had? Like, you might be the HBO intern. I don't know. Who made everybody's day, by the way. I don't think the HBO intern... I'm sure they don't feel very good, but... They made my day. Like, it's not every day you get a fun little meme like that. That's for sure. See, it was their first time chatting, but hopefully not their last. I don't remember their handle either. HBO intern. Yeah, there was a test email that went out last week from HBO. It was really weird. And of course, you know, everyone on social media was just... It turned into a meme. a very brief flash in the pan. Kind of fun. If you missed it, it's probably not worth going back and looking. It's not that big a deal. It's not a huge deal, but oh crap. Almost peeling off Yoda's feet here. You feel better? And I didn't even ask the question. Well, Lars Zeus, that's awesome, dude. I'm very happy. You know, honestly, doing these streams is just as cathartic as it is entertaining, at least for me. Keeps me preoccupied, right? Because the alternative is I zone out in front of the TV and get nothing done. Because honestly, if you know, people are always surprised, like, seemingly, like, you don't spend all day in front of your computer? I try not to. I mean, I get my work done, but even that I do in a non-traditional capacity. You know, I come in here to play. This is the play shop. I don't call it a workshop. I call it a play shop for a reason. It was an empty email, basically, and it said, like, test email, audience 1 or something like that. Alright, so we got these 4 pieces ready to roll. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Wheaties, breakfast champions. Wesley Willis, anyone? Thank you, Vixen Dude. Where's the... Okay, here's the other hand. Drops and cheers ready. We're dropping in 10 seconds. Well, looks like we dropped before. Wesley, you knew! Suspicious Tumble! Yes! That should be the name of your stream. The Chris Perillo Play Shop. I don't know. Just Chris Perillo. I don't need another name. Rock and roll McDonald's. That was before. Go look up Rock and Roll McDonald's. Go look up. Hey, Nomi 3. Oh, you know, Tumble knows of that. Yeah, you gotta know. You gotta know. All right, give me a second. I am going to flip back. Oops. Now that I'm... It's like this Yoda's going to be successful. The timer's going to be a little off, but that's okay. Okay, so we've got the arms, the body, did the feet, did the hands, did the head. So I only have 4 pieces to print. Arms, legs, body, and tunic. See, because if I couldn't even get this head to print, like, there would be no point in doing a Yoda. Get your drops in, get your pops in. Drop and pop. That's right, another hit special. Ah, whooped. Batman's. Yeah. Wasn't that Rock and Roll McDonald's song in Super Size Me? Yes, probably. But I knew about Wesley Willis back in the late 90s. Someone had, like, told me about him. I'm like, what the heck? And then I, like, I don't know. He's got a style. Sorry, I'm doing some repairs. I shouldn't count my print before it finishes, huh? Okay, we're gonna arrange, set the brim. Gonna increase that to 10 just in case. The next array of items will be an hour 21. Yeah, this one's gonna take a while. But at least these pieces are done and ready. I can't get him going until, obviously, Yoda finishes. And he is finished. Oh, wait, here. Let's do this. Get your drops in. So you weren't warned. Because you was warned. Yeah, Fucho and Fix 'em, dude. They here to mess things up. Someone else got in the act. Oh, yeah, look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Boy, you actually helped everybody there. Unbelievable. And Lady Cotton Butts. I think you may have the low score for the day. Oh, maybe not. No, or yeah, you might. You might have low. Which is a good thing. Like, getting a low score or high score, it's like, both are pretty good. Okay, now, slicing. Getting this off to the printer, except me, I was in for a center drop till those bits hit me. Sorry, Sushi Boy Simon. Dem is the brakes. I am so smart. I am so smart. SMRT. I mean SMART. Now I've got that dang song in my head. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. They play the rock music. Whew. Alright, do we need... Okay, there we go. Drops have been reset and queued, so get your drops in and get your pops on. Right? Pops in, rocks... Amish Ace, yes, I am staying cool, though the power did go out. Shout out to Amish Ace. Power went out briefly for like a couple hours, but we have A, air conditioning, and B, we have a generator for part of the house. So I stayed cool, wasn't a problem, like at all, and so yay, survived. So Vader time. All right, we got a Vader time. Is this make sure it's going? Okay, it's going. Sec. What? Okay, here we go. So we finished the 18th, and he's gonna stiff me. And I say, hey, Llama, hey, how about a little something, you know, for the effort, you know? And he says, oh, there won't be any money. When you die on your deathbed, you will receive total consciousness. So got that going for me, which is nice. And we also have Amish Ace cheering and a friggin' freeze frame. You got a bunch of random records for super cheap. It's a blast from the past. Dan Drac, that is awesome. I see thrifting stuff all the time. All the time. All the time. Albums, at least. I see albums while thrifting, I should say. All the time. I pass on all... We have a record player. Don't listen to it all that, or don't really use it. I'm sure Jedi will, like, go through a renaissance. It's like, oh, man, Dad, why didn't you buy all the LPs? I'm like, well, I didn't know. You broke a record player, and I didn't want to, like... She did. She, like, totally destroyed the needle. I'm like, oh, God. On the Star Wars record player, I'm like, oh, God. So suffice it to say, we have a spare Star Wars record player for when it's time. You knocked yourself out of the pool. Oh, no. Oops. Reset, drop, queue, drop. And the drops have been queued. Go ahead and get your drop in and drop and pop. I'm just going to say drop and pop. Oops. Ah. Okay. Some message to Liz. Okay. Wait, is that yesterday? That must be yesterday. That's yesterday. Did you drop and pop? Did you get them in? All right, I'm gonna give you some time. I'm gonna give you enough time to drop and pop. I've got to like clean up a tiny bit here. Gotta get this milk refrigerated, direct from the oat nipples. Get your drops in. Fix them, dude. May start it. Yeah, it's definitely cooler downstairs than it is up here right now. Air conditioner's still getting caught up. So, I made some Ticino in the mug here. Ticino was the tea I was telling you about. I showed you the box the other day. Found a place, I mean, I went to another local grocery store thinking, oh, I bet they have Ticino. They did, and it was on sale, like, by a massive amount. Like, over 50% off. It was, like, great. So I grabbed a few. I've got some more coming in, some loose leaf. But I've been trying to figure out that formula for me, the thing that I would enjoy. So I like 3 tea bags is great. And then I just tried this for the first time the other day. And this has been great. I've tried the vegan creamer, unsweetened vegan creamer. Keto friendly apparently too. But I tried this in the Passion Tazo, the hibiscus tea, and it was also really good. No, never considered getting a cat. Not gonna happen. Too much hair. Too many things get knocked over. Nope. Because it's gonna be hot this week, why not stream downstairs? Because I would have to like stage the apparatus and it'd be a pain in the neck and a mess, and I'm not interested. If the air conditioner did not go down, it would probably have it'd probably be a little cooler up here. It's not that bad. I'm not sweating and I'm active, so it's not bad. You notice my hair grows really fast. It does, Larzeus. Very, very fast. So I've got about 5 minutes or so to let this steep. Oh. Give me a second. Oh. Darth Maul, Black Series. Hey, Boaz. Any suggestions on a beginner setup? Oh, for 3D printing? Well, I'm a beginner myself, personally. I'm using an original Prusa Mini Plus. It has not really been problematic. I mean, I have run into certain issues, yes, but you're going to run into issues. It's very much still a hobbyist's type of experience. But more of the issues I've run into had to do with filament and with slicing and or the models themselves. So you're going to run into that no matter what. I say minimize the amount of problems that you have. Now, some people go with one direction. I've only had experience with the original Prusa Mini, and I love it. So that says everything. So that's as much of a suggestion I might be able to give you on a beginner setup, because that's the experience I have. However, there are people in here who do 3D printing, and they may have different advice for you. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that. Sushi Boy Simon asked what the temp is here. Today it got as high as 105. So about as hot as it got yesterday here. But it feels like 115. Right now, it says the temperature is 101. So it's cooling down. It's only 101 now. Next week, it's going to be only 90. Oh, man. What degrees in centigrade or Celsius? I don't know. I'm bad at that. I'm bad at the conversion. People probably gave you points, Krusty. That would not surprise me. Power going down during a heat wave. There really couldn't be a worse time for it to go. Irons fan, Dan, you have no idea. Like, I'm so grateful we have air and the backup generator. So glad. Otherwise, this would just be so horrible. Suspicious Tumble's hair also grows faster in the summer, too. Well, for me, though, it's not just a summer thing. It's summer and winter. By the way, I got a new, an electric razor. My old one broke. I'm like, and I just got it. I'm like, okay. But the new one I really like. I don't know if I'd say it's shaved smoother, but it's got the options that I should have had. And it was about as cheap as the first one that went out. I've been using electric razors ever since I can remember. I don't use blades apart from in an electric razor. Okay, so oops. How can I do this? I need to eliminate the tea bags. So I don't want to be dipping them, running into them here. Okay, here's the tea bags off. Now, sorry, you computer cat. You can have none of my tea. Get your drops in, because I'm guessing that it's been queued. I'm going to put a splash in here, just to see what kind of color I get. Because I kind of go by color. Seems about right. Can always add more. Can't really take it out once it's in there. You think you're going to get a cat? Wow. Chris, if you want to be a full-fledged member of the Maker community, a beard is required. Yeah, so I hear. Well, then I guess I'm not a part of the 3D printing community. Not bad. Needs a little more of the cream. You stay away from me, you Jawa. The beautiful thing about tea chino is I can have it in the morning and enjoy it as a morning beverage, but it's got no caffeine, so I can also have it at night. Mmm, creamy. It tastes like this one, vanilla nut, tastes like a good hazelnut, a weak hazelnut coffee, and I'll take a weak coffee anything over no coffee at all. Oh, so good. Oh, great. Now I have a freeze frame. And I was doing this. What was it like growing up in the 80s? I'll answer that question after I get unfrozen. Best $1.80 I ever spent. Ooh, yes it was, Krusty. Oh my god. Ow, this is starting to hurt. I don't know if the drop's been reset. It has not. So I'm going to reset the drop. And cue the drop. Get your drops in and your pops in. Drop and pop, people. Drop and pop. Oh, so what was it like growing up in the 80s? It was Oh Mickey, You're So Fine time. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. I don't know. Didn't really think about it. Everything was different. You only had rotary dial phones. Didn't have cell phones. Didn't have the internet. Barely had computers. You grew up in the 2000s. No, 2 decades after. So we didn't have... What else did we not have? It's easier to explain it by telling you what we didn't have. I want to say seatbelt laws were still pretty lax. Drop and pop, people. Drop and pop. Do you think they use so much 80s music in movies because 80s kids are making the movies now, or just because it was great music? I think it's because of Fix 'em Dude. It's iconic. Like you can listen to the music, a certain style of music, and it either takes you back or you identify it with a certain era. Oh, sorry. I guess I'm still frozen. I forgot to turn it off. Oops. Now you can see the print again. It's no longer censored. The 80s was awesome. Everything was new to us, and the music was greatest in Atari 2600. That's right. In fact, today is Atari's founding's birthday, so it's Atari's birthday today. Happy birthday, Atari. They don't care. I also love 70s and 80s music. 90s music, I'm not necessarily so sure about. 60s, 70s, 80s, yeah, I'm pretty happy with. I have eclectic tastes, though. It was my first console, too, Fix 'em Dude. Cheers. I had an Atari 2600, like a vintage one that I picked up thrifting a while ago with a ton of cartridges. And I just couldn't sell it. I mean, I was like, I couldn't test it, so I took it to a local place. They're going to basically sell it. So if I make anything from it, I'll consider it a wash. Because it's just been sitting around. And I already have my cartridge collection that I've been hoping to get. So I'm not worried about collecting the Atari. I only wanted the text label games. Resetting the drop. Queuing the drop. New drops. New drop and pop. I cannot tell you just how awesome it is to reach over to get a sip of coffee and actually have it. It's the small things. And to be drinking it at night, oh. Sushi Boy Simon, oh wait, being born in the 70s meant Star Wars in the cinema without all the second edition nonsense. Oh, you're not a fan. The special edition didn't bother me. I just enjoyed seeing Star Wars on the big screen again. I probably could have seen Star Wars in a drive-in, but saw it in the movie theater, traditional movie theater. Fine by me. It's not coffee. No, that's what it's coffee. Tea-chino. It's as close as I can get right now, and I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to go back on coffee either. And it's just the way it is. So, a couple cups of tea-chino and, you know, a splash of Picnic, the vegan creamer, and I'm set. And this, I mean, it gives me some calories, not a lot. Like it's 40 calories per quarter cup. It's mostly it's cashew milk, coconut cream, MCT oil, which is apparently medium chain triglycerides, quickly converted into ketones, primary fuel source for your brain and muscles. Either way, I was today. I mean, I didn't have any issue really, and I felt awake. I felt not energized, but I was like, I felt like I could go, right? I felt good. You love the special edition stuff, but you're a purist. Oh, fair enough. Movie theaters were a thing in the 70s? Oh, yeah. They've been a thing since, like, what, the 20s? You have the Executor tin box on a Star Wars, not second edition on VHS. Nice. I find you can find Star Wars VHS and DVDs thrifting frequently enough. Like it's no longer like I see it all the time. I've grabbed them a couple times and then I realized, oh, sorry, I've had this. I don't know if it's a nerve that's pinched or a muscle that's sore. Something's pulling on it, and I feel it back here on my back, and it's wrapped around. So I think there's a muscle that's tight. I probably need to go in and get massaged. I haven't been in ages because my favorite masseuse, she left. She was very, very good. Thought drive-ins were popular over traditional movie theaters. I wouldn't say popular. They were a good option. Last drive-in movie I think I saw was Batman Forever. The one with Jim Carrey. That was the last movie I saw at a drive-in. That was the mid-90s, yeah, right around there. Drive-ins were hot in the summer versus indoor theater. Yes, they were. You've never been to a drive-in? Wow. I'm old. I'm very old. I'm borderline decrepit. I do some days feel like I'm falling apart, for sure. Wait a minute. What the why is it... Men's graphic tees seem to be on sale at Target right now. This is good. The drops have been queued, yeah? No, they haven't. Okay, hang on. Resetting the drop. Queuing the drop. Okay, now you can drop. And pop. You still look like you're in your early 40s? Well, thank you, Sushi Boy Simon. I'm definitely not. I'm in my late 40s. But see, when I shave, I look younger than I actually am. Like, by a lot. Why the hell is Amaranth? I don't know. Sometimes I get recommended these, like, popular streamers. I'm like, I'm not watching them for a reason. I know they're popular. I get that. Did you drop? I don't look a day over 40. Well, we'll see what happens. I may age all of a sudden on July 26th. It's going to be that's my birthday stream day. Men's graphic tees. May have to do a subathon. Star Wars, Mandalorian, and Baby Yoda. $8. these should be pretty soft. But I've got so many shirts. I'll have to look tomorrow when I go in. Will I be upgrading to Windows 11? Yes, absolutely. Cannot wait. I'm excited. I am, genuinely. Your birthday is this Friday? Well, Larzus, that's awesome. We both July birthdays. Although I think you'd be a Cancer. I'm a Leo. Because I'm on the cusp. I'm at the tail end. You're in the Insider program. Can't wait to beta test. Oh, yes. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll have to look at another system, but I'm inclined to install an early Insider build on a knockaround newer system. Of course, I'm probably going to have to sell. I've got a Surface that's a few years old, Surface 3. I may have to look into selling at this stage. Because I'm like, I'm not going to use it anymore. I wish I could find an iPad-like PC, and I guess the closest thing is a Surface, but I'm not bowled over. Maybe after Windows 11's out, it may be more compelling. Well, the spec requirements I think are spot on. Resetting the drop and queuing the drop. Okay, drop and pop. I think Microsoft's doing the right thing. Solidius, by enforcing, what is it, TPM? Is that what it is? All the security options. I think they're right to do it. Like, given what we've been hearing with ransomware, etc., the more they can lock down, the better. And I think that's reasonable. Doesn't mean that it's going to solve every problem, but if it keeps certain problems from occurring, then I don't see the problem. TPM issue will kill Windows 11 as is. Mark my words. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to... I don't know. It depends on the cycle. I don't think people need to upgrade to Windows. I'll say that. You don't need to upgrade to Windows 11. I mean, then again, if I was using a PC, I'm not sure I would want to use the same PC for more than 3 years. That's my cycle. That's how I would prefer. And computers in recent years have the support, so that shouldn't be an issue. And I am far from a security wonk. I'm not going to say it should become Mac OS. That's Apple's doing fine. Yeah, of course, it's a double-edged sword like most technology. That's the thing. I don't think it's going to hurt the adoption of Windows 11 because I think more people are going to use it as an excuse to get a new PC. So, which is great. That's great. I think that's an amazing news, and I think that's the right decision to make. I'm more excited for the software than I am the hardware. I'm like, yes, what hardware do I need to run that software? So I haven't run the check on my system, but I know I have the modules enabled. So, and you can tell on Windows if you go to the run command and do tpm.msc on the run command line, and it'll tell you TPM management on local computer. I'm good. TPM is ready for use. It's all good. So, yeah. It'll tell you whether or not you have it. And you work for a hardware company? No, I don't. I work for a technology company that deals in both hardware and software and services to a certain degree. So it's a tech company, not a hardware company. It's software and hardware. You must not have been listening for a while. Some people's i9s are getting rejected. It depends on how the system was configured. A lot of DIYers are probably running into issues because they customize everything. And they're like, what am I ever going to use this for? Don't need it. Well, turns out you might. So I don't think it's going to be a stopgap. It's not an impediment. I don't think Microsoft should backtrack on it. I really don't. I don't. I think that the proposition would be watered down. It will get people to upgrade. And people are, oh, I don't want to upgrade. Then don't. No one's saying you have to have it. Like, Windows 10 isn't going to be end of life for another few years, which is reasonable. But again, I'm very excited that everything seems to be clean at a distance, cleaner. Don't know if I'd necessarily say, yeah, I could switch to Windows. But you never know. 3-year upgrades more appropriate for smartphones rather than PCs. It just depends. What's the worst operating system that's not Microsoft or Apple? I don't know. It looks clean, Solidius. My concern is that it isn't, and the cracks will show, and they've got to clean it all. I'm interested, and I ended up retweeting a Mac developer last night, and he was very interested too, showing how Microsoft is helping developers update their interfaces so that they're backwards compatible and yet look very clean on Windows 11. They're finally making that step, and it's long overdue. I liked DOS. I enjoyed DOS. Haven't updated the control panel yet. It's because I think they're going to kill it, and they should. In fact, hey, Lady Cotton Butts, quite all right to lurk. Thank you for playing along too, and thank you for following once again. Windows 10 will have at least 5 years. Well, there you go. Yep. I've been saying this for a while. They needed to do it. Long overdue. Should they kill the control panel? Because it's legacy, dude. Kill all the legacy components. All of them. Make a new reg edit. Kill all the legacy components. Let them die. Move forward. Because the problem is, if they don't, it just continues to look like a mess. It'd be like Mac OS shipping with some elements of Big Sur and some elements of Puma and some elements of Tiger and some elements of Monterey and some elements of Panther, like all mashed up together. Like it would look like a catastrophe. That's what Windows looks like today, and Microsoft knows it. They didn't come out and say, well, we know that Windows looks like a catastrophe right now. No, they came out and said, Windows is at the center of this, Windows blah, 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 design. And then they showed off what there were. I'm like, okay, you got my attention. You got my attention. It will also help with performance drastically. Oh, really? How? Oh, killing off legacy components? Well, I'd imagine. Like, whatever they got to do. Whatever they got to do. Bring back Vista. Get out of here. You miss Windows 7? I don't. Last clean version of Windows was Windows 2000. No, 7 isn't the last good OS. 10 is. 10's good. Not perfect. Definitely not trying to be Windows 7. But I've got high hopes. Very high hopes for Windows 11. I really do. I'm all in. Sign me up. Sign me up. Okay, new drop and pop. What made me switch from macOS to Windows? No, I didn't, Serial Tux. I didn't switch. I never really stopped using Windows. It's just that it's not my preferred operating system anymore. My go-to operating system is macOS because of the design. I'll be honest with you. It's clean. It's uncluttered. You know, it does exactly what I need it to do. But I also use a Windows PC for the stream because that's what it's designed. It's just designed to do that. They do this. That's all you need to do. And it also slices. I do the slicing on the Windows PC as well because I can repair easily from it. I just wish it looked better. Not the PC. The PC's fine. It's an Intel NUC. It's out of the way. I'm talking about the operating system, the platform. So it was actually the opposite. I was driven away from Windows by Windows. I wasn't I wasn't drawn to Mac OS as much as I was driven away to Mac OS. Or driven to, I should say. I'm not going to say that Mac is way more stable either. I'm not going to argue that. I've had issues with every platform. Ah. It's so silly to have an OS bias. I agree. Both have their pros and cons. Absolutely, Irons. Y'all got your drops in? Well, that sounds like a healthy array. Yeah, so it was Atari's 49 years old today, on this day in 1972. Oh, ignore the blogging articles. Fixin' dude throwing around those bits. I still landed. Resetting the drop. Ah. Queuing up. New drop and pop. $94. Oh man, almost out of my tea. But I also have a chiller down in the fridge. I made some of the hibiscus tea that I've also been adding the creamer to, and it's pretty good. It tastes like a berry, berry cream, like strawberry cream, like a berry cream drink. I'd always take what PC Mag says with a grain of salt. I'd say that with just about any blog or Twitter account. Thank you for following Uffly1. Or you fly. Uffly. Hey, Uffly. How are you? Hibiscus is called Jamaica in Spanish? Jamaica. Really? Yes, you fly one. The Force is also with you. Always. I'm not going to assert bombastic statements like that, DG. That's a little nebulous. You're all good now, all green? Yeah, Mark H. I think it was the TPM 2.0 module that you needed to enable. I would have suggested the same thing. I know nothing about that procedure either. I haven't even run the tester. I'm like, yeah, I know I'll be fine. It's a relatively new Nook. Love the Nook. Now, the next pieces that I may run into issues with are the body. This Yoda may be just as problematic. But at least I got some of the pieces done. I got the head done. Here's the big head. Kind of surprised it printed without supports, but it works. Alright, I'm going to get my refresher. Y'all get your drops queued, yeah? You drop in the interim. I will be back. Oops. Gonna have to pick up more of that creamer tomorrow. It's on sale right now, too. Hey, at least we haven't lost power tonight. Tech heads make their preferred OS platform like a religion. Well, I'd say that with everybody. About everything. Entertainment all the way through. After a warm drink, I have a cool drink. And the nice thing is that I think each drink has its own properties. So I'm drinking more healthy without coffee. Still miss it. Drop and pop. Let's see if it's it is now officially under 100 degrees right now. Finally 99. Oh man, I've been like, ugh. Oh, there's like a nerve or something. It's pinching a nerve or a muscle or something, man. Oh, let's get our timer reset while we're at it. $42. And so help me if another one of these pieces pops off. I don't even know if I'll be able to finish him tonight. I don't know. But this was day 11. Yeah, day 11. Krusty dropping those. What did I see today? Saw an animated GIF of, I think I may have posted it before, Indiana Jones looking at a taco. It's pretty funny. Although I hear that Harrison Ford also got injured seriously on the set of Indy 5. July 1st, they're reopening everything there. Oh, wow. I think everything's pretty much reopened here. There we go. Good fallings, everyone. Good fallings. Drop and pop. It's my new favorite thing to say. Sometimes when I'm walking through the store, I'll just say, drop and pop! And everyone looks at me like, what? Get that man out of here. He's obviously had too much Ticino and hibiscus tea. Although that way I made that hibiscus did not turn out well. I'll make it. I like the other one better, I think. It's not a good thing to shout in the store these days. No, you're probably right. Fix 'em, dude. But, you know, everyone needs to learn from their mistakes. It's easier for me to see everything when I've got it zoomed in like this. Pop and lock. No, I wouldn't say that. Yelling that in stores in some parts of the country will either get you shot or shot. Fair enough. Ooh. Got a thing there. First vlog you watched was one titled Gangnam Style, where you're dancing and telling Diane it was the latest good times. It's probably there. It's probably still up there somewhere. I think pretty much all the vlogs. Well, some of them were made private, but a lot of them are still up there. Oh, I can't remember why some of them were unlisted. I think it was just with people, they asked me to take them down, like people that I've known. Or just unlist them, not delete them, just unlist them. Which I respect that. Oops. Now they're cute again. Do another drop, Airwolf. Should have gotten points for not getting salsa in the pool. No, Krusty, sorry. Sorry. Fine. Don't spend them in one place. Those are my points. I'm not adding them. Yeah, I think I'd be better off measuring out the other stuff. Yeah, it's too weak. But I'm trying to stay as hydrated as I can right now. Like I don't think there is such a thing as too hydrated, at least for me. Those weren't your points. They were fixing dude. No, they were mine. I gave him. I gave mine. I haven't made a macro yet. No. Really? Okay, now the drops are queued. Drop and pop. I thought they were already. Vlogging kind of died down. Yeah, it did. Whoa. Derp and perp. There you go, you fly one. You're getting the hang of it. You're flying now. You blame those prank channels? Just it ran its course. Bits on the field. Bits on the field. I repeat. Oh, Krusty's getting... Oh! Look at that, Krusty! Oh, look at that, Krusty! Whoa! Look at that! Here it's going to hit 108 in the region. In my region, it's going to be 100 and... I want to say it's going to hit 110. In the Seattle area, for sure. Alright, drops have been reset. Don't give me back the point. I don't want the point. I don't want your points, Krusty. Oh, wait, hang on. No, wait. Wait. No! Drops are queued now. Now you can drop. Now drop. And pop. Now drop and pop. If I don't type fast enough, if I don't... I do need to make a macro. I love the temperature earlier. It was like right around the time that I was getting set up. 105 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like 115. I'm like, oh my god. So if it's going to be 110 tomorrow, what's it going to feel like? I honestly, when it hits a high tomorrow, I'm going to walk outside. For real. Because I want to know, I mean, I want to be out there in that weather. Now you know climate change is real. I already know it's real. You don't have to convince me. It doesn't solve anything. Yeah, I don't have a stream deck. I mean, I do. I just haven't plugged it in. Hotter there than in Texas. Yeah, so I hear. Jerry tried walking outside. Shoes melted and stuck to the sidewalk. No. No. What? Beat said. Wow. Okay, drops are now re-queued. Pop and drop. Who is the top drop? Yeah, Krusty's got a macro. Krusty's definitely got a macro. You cannot cheer in your own channel. Okay, fine. Well, so far so good here. I'm not too worried. Those cape-looking things for the tunic are a little concerning. But the brim should keep them in place. Because they're all going to finish right around the same time. You're in the Mojave Desert and you had a higher temp than me today? Dude, it's crazy. It's called a heat bubble. Where basically, like, no moisture gets in, so there are no clouds. So, like, next week, seriously, like, I'm looking at the forecast, right? And like, I'm looking at the forecast. Right now, it's 98 degrees. But it feels like 108. 10-day forecast. In another 10 days, allegedly, it's going to be 80. So that... And normally it'd be like, oh my god, 80 degrees, that's so hot. Now I'm like, oh my god, thank god, 80 degrees. Yes, please. Uh-oh. No worries, Krillin. Do your thing. Not to be confused with thangs.com. Bang, thangs. Go ahead, click that link. Take a look at some other models that I need to be lining up to print. Taking suggestions as I'm moving through these figures first. This is a nice Grievous, dude. I kind of wish I had all 5 of the stamps, but I'm not going to risk it. Getting 3 unique ones is good enough. Getting the Vader is awesome. Hey, Avaline, good to see ya. We're getting ready to drop, so get it in. You're happy when the temp is in the low hundreds? I would not be happy. We will start the drop as soon as Avaline drops. Have I seen the Gavin medal? Oops, sorry, I went too fast. Oh, the Yavin medal. I have. I've printed it out. I printed it out in gold, actually. Hang on. I love gold! Printed out a comlink. This is one piece. Change the filament. Comlink. 3PO! Shut down all the garbage masters on the detention level! 3PO! Where could he be? And here's the medal. Turned out nice. Resetting the drop, queuing it. So, drop and pop. Yeah, Irons Fan Dan, they turned out really good. I should say, they turned out really well. The metal's perfect. Seriously, this is pretty darn cool, dude. Has the filament been stringing that much since you started using it? No. And it looks like I'm also having issues with those legs. Well, I hesitate to say no. I mean, there has been some stringing. Why would you ask? Avaline, I'm trying to get Yoda done, but it looks like I'm having problems with the, potentially with the legs again. But these models tend to do that. They get a little chewy, but then they recover. So I may have to reprint the legs again, but I'd like to see if I can get through all the other pieces and then just do those last. How much humidity? Dude, it's been like, well, there's like no humidity. It's like all... Well, today the air conditioner shut off for a couple hours. That might have had something to do with it. I don't know. Do I stream on a Nook? Yes, I do. It is a great idea, I think. Oh, Sith Lord Brit. This was an early one. The gold I did early on, a long while ago. I can't even remember when. I remember printing them, but like I don't remember when exactly. This had to be done with supports, and I think someone could probably engineer a comlink like this without supports eventually. I'm not worried about it. I mean, I got one, so I'm good, but... Yeah, those legs always get chewy. These models, they every time. Drop temps 5 to 10 degrees until the heat wave passes. Really? Like, which temps? Hot end temp. That is fine. Hot end temp. So instead of, what is it currently here? Prucement setting is 215. So you're saying 210? 205, 210? When that chewiness starts, I put an extra external fan blowing on the print. That's not why. The chewing happens on his models because there's no supports underneath the 205 to 210. All right, good to know. Like I said, the air conditioner was off up here for a couple hours. But let's see here. It's cooler. It's not cold in here. It's not totally cold. I don't know. I turned it off because I'm not sure it's working apart from blowing air. It's just blowing air. The air conditioner is not. It's now like. I had the temperature set. It should be around 70 or so, but it's blowing 76. And I had it on. And I know the coil could very well be frozen, which is a grave concern. So I'm going to turn it off. I had no choice. It's going to. But I mean, I didn't want it to turn off, but it did, and because of the power. So I may not have much of a choice but to turn it on, you know, tomorrow morning, early tomorrow morning, and hope that it kicks in then. Because keeping it going, and I know the coil's frozen. Dang it. Well, I'm hoping that the hot end doesn't drag it away, because it hasn't done it yet. Keep the sunlight out during the day. Oh, yeah, totally, Future. We do. Yeah, that's a given. The problem wasn't the air conditioner. It was working just fine. The problem was the power went out, so it shut the air conditioner off. And so to spin back up again, it's like it's working, and it's just blowing air. So it's going to it may start getting very warm in here. So yeah, hopefully this works, because it's going to be a short stream. 21 minutes. Short. Here we are at 8. As long as I stay hydrated. Because I got nothing else that I could do. So, let me turn the fan on. Trying to make it through tonight without having it on, and then tomorrow morning, as much as it's going to be warm tomorrow, I'm going to try to kick it up again tomorrow, because last thing I need is a damaged air conditioner right now, especially up here. Hey, CNEP76, thank you for the stretch. Wait a minute. What? Why is everything... Okay. Everything's weird. Does it get damaged if it's not on? No, it gets damaged if you keep the air conditioner running but the coil's frozen. And you can tell that the air conditioner... the coil's frozen because it's working, but it's not getting any cooler. And given that the temperature... Yeah, go ahead, drop it, Will, right now. Because apparently I screwed that up, but it's okay. When the power went out, it went out at the height of the temperature increase. So it had to work overtime to try to get going, and I'm like, I'm not gonna push it right now. I'll try to suffer through it, and hopefully tonight, as temperatures continue to drop, then I'll turn it on, like at 3 in the morning or whenever. These are things that I've learned about the air conditioner, right? So like, it looks like right around 5 a.m., 6 a.m. That's about its lowest, so that's when I'm gonna like try to turn on the air conditioner again, and theoretically, it'll work. It won't have to work as hard. So it'll have momentum, and hopefully we do not lose our power again. Otherwise, it starts all over again. Queuing the drop. Okay, get drop and pop in. Get your pop on and your drop on. Well, I may not be in air conditioning up here for now. Okay, I'm going to set my alarm for 6 a.m. Set my alarm for 6 a.m.
Tomorrow at 6 a.m. Set.
Because that's when I got to try turning it on. Because you want to try to get it on at its cool, when it's cool outside. At its coolest. Theoretically, it'll go. $6 a.m. is 2 hours for you? Wow. I'm gonna have a long Monday anyway. Woo! You just replaced a failed capacitor in your AC unit. Wow. It gets warm in here, let me tell you. With these lights are LED, but it still gets very, very warm. Y'all can pop and drop. So I don't know. I may be sleeping downstairs. I'd rather not sweat, but it's pretty cool in the bedroom right now. It doesn't have the western exposure, thankfully. Got about 15 minutes. The last thing I want to do is try to get up in the attic where the AC is, the furnace. That's the last thing I want to do. We had our look at all the macros. Yeah, we had our inspection this year, so we're all caught up. We're all good. I do it every other year for the generators and the air conditioners, furnaces, etc., just in case. Thank you, Sith Lord Britt. Shout out to Sith Lord Britt. Have a good Monday. Have a good evening. Have sweet dreams. Those legs. See, I told you the legs would recover. It just always gets chewy at first. Why were you bouncing around so much? Coffee? in the parachute? Pop and drop. See, I just type fast. I don't need a macro. One day I'll program a macro. One day. Well, theoretically, nothing's going to shake loose here. His tunic looks like it'll be okay. Everything seems like it'll be fine. Drink iced coffee, it'll cool you off. Well, it's not. I can't drink coffee right now, but I'm drinking the hibiscus tea with a vegan creamer. And that's nice. That kind of keeps me cool. You watched E.T. tonight in your movie room? Nice. I haven't watched it in a while. I think it was on network television a while ago, and I started watching it, and then I got pulled away to something else. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't even remember half the movie. And I definitely don't... I mean, if I watched it again, I'd probably get, you know, a different impression than I did as a kid. Puck 44, the creamer has, like, almond milk, coconut cream, and various... that's about water, almond milk, coconut cream-ish. Do I listen to headphones? If so, what headphones do I have? Not really. I mean, I've got headphones, and I do use headphones, but... I mean, I've been fine with Bose Legacy. You know, I've had them for years. Bose QC3s. I think the one I've got plugged into the PC... Yeah, it's just a regular old wired Bose. Nothing wireless. Because I need to make sure I got a signal so that I can hear, like, the sound effects that are played without actually having anything over my ears. So that you can't necessarily hear it. Alright, what are we going for the colors there? Avaline, purple? Green. Okay, fair enough. Done. Done. It will still make you want to cry? Oh, I'm sure. I remember that part. Add out the chat. Fair enough. Can do. Oh, here we go. I think Chris P is Molten Love. Molten Lava? I just spit on my arm. How the hell did I... You may not be too far off. I hope I survive the night. No, love. Molten Love? Pop and drop. Got about 10 minutes left-ish. Yeah? 8 minutes, yeah. I finished most of the arm and legs. And the tunic should be about done, too. So it's just the body? Theoretically. That can't be too much. Yeah, it's got to be the body. Well, hopefully it's just the body, because that means that if anything goes awry with the body, then I only need to do those two again. Yep. You've been barricaded in your air-conditioned bedroom all day because of this heat wave. How am I holding up? T-Man Dan, power went out here. Air conditioning is working on one side of the house, not on the other. Once you saw the video, the beloved Poochie, I knew you were nothing but love. For the most part, I have a lot of emotions for sure. The dogs are no longer around, unfortunately. Be a hot one. They'd be hot dogs today, for sure. Oops. Well, I had to turn off the air conditioner to see if the coil will unfreeze. And hopefully it will. But then I'm going to wake up tomorrow early and try turning it on again to see if the coil's unfrozen. By then, hopefully. I can't seem to turn on the fan independent of the AC, though, for some reason. I'm like, I don't want the AC running. I just want the fan running. So, I don't know. Good lands, good lands. Yeah, there we go. Okay, drops. Wait, hang on. Yep, drops have been queued. Drop and pop. You know much about ACs. Can you hose it off to get the coils unfrozen? No. If anything, you'd want to use the fan to blow hot air over the coils to unfreeze it faster, to thaw it faster. But I can't seem to operate the fan independent of the air conditioner running. I'm like, well, it's not worth the risk. And it's definitely going to get warmer and warmer incrementally up here. Then again, if it holds at 77, I feel I'm doing well, and then it'll keep cooling down and down and going down and down and down and down. You're much too humble. Barnacles agrees with me that you're a sweet human being. Well, I try to be as good as I can be. I have my days. Woo! Oh, wait. Hang on. What happened? There we go. Now drops are queued. They're queued. They're queued. Pop and drop. And pray that my air conditioner works again tomorrow and the power doesn't go out again. Because it could very well happen. Oh, it's going to be a busy day. Very busy day. A lot of writing. Why did the power go out? Oh, seemingly overloaded. The grid got overloaded. It came back, honestly, it came back at like, in a couple hours. They had to have been prepared. Best time for a power outage is the middle of the workday? Yeah, somewhat. We don't have a heat pump here. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that, Dandrak. You love watching the humble streamers? Wait, are you playing Jingle Bell? I have no idea. Is it? I can't hear the music. Nobody! Y'all should have been bouncing the bits there. That might have helped. Oops. Okay, drops are queued. Pop and drop. And we are about done with this print. And then it'll be time for me to assemble. And then we're probably gonna wrap things up. Because it's gonna get warmer and warmer and warmer in here. Every day's a holiday in Quahog. Every day's a Quahog holiday. Quahog holiday. How many hours of sleep do you get each night? According to this, 7 hours and 22 minutes last night. On average, 8. Depends on the night. Depends on how tired I am. Depends on how much I get done before I go to bed. The good news is I've already prepared everything. Tomorrow's trash day, so I already got everything ready to go. That's done. Worked ahead. I tend to get things done early. I tend not to wait till the last second to get anything done. Because that's when you scramble and that's when you lose it. Trash day is when you have to leave your cans out on the curb. Pop and drop? Y'all popped and dropped? Yeah, now basically I had to I had this off for some of the day. Like almost half the day, seemingly. There we go, look at them bits. Them bits gonna move Iron Fan Dan in. Whoa, Pixum Dude glides in. And Krillin. Hey, Boplay, good to see ya. Just finished the Yoda print. We're gonna start assembling. So let's go ahead and waiting for Windows 11 or right off the bat. I'm not sure I understand what the OR is. You mean am I installing it right away? Not on a production system. I'll install a preview build on a knockaround. And I'll install the final build of 11 on the stream PC, the one you're basically watching here. So let's go ahead and let's turn off the AT-AT there for a second. Let's reset the drop. Okay. Now, it looks like I have to exit out of Camo Studio. Give me a second. There seems to be a bug again. Alright. Really? There we go. Okay. Boy, that's down a bit, isn't it? How you doing, Boplay? Me, I'm a little hot right now. Alright, so let's do this. Your ideal sleep time, 9 hours? Nice. I don't want no. I think my ideal time is whenever I wake up. I've been getting up way early lately though. Way early. Okay, I can't run the the drops and pops right now, unfortunately, because I'm concentrating on this. And unfortunately, I'm pretty darn warm. I don't have the fan running because I can't get it to run independent of the AC, sadly, which is upsetting. You can sleep for 3 hours at 4 hours at a time. That's nice. Oops. I have a feeling I'm going to get hot in the middle of the night and I'm going to be like, ugh. Sleeping is the time machine to the future. It is. I tell you, if I get up in the middle of the night, check the temperature. It's anywhere near 77 degrees. I'm not sure if we're thinking about another pet right now. I thought about fostering one while the family was away, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I've just been, I don't know if I've got enough attention right now. Okay, computer cat, whatever you say. I'm definitely not going to get a cat. If you get a dog, spaniel, best breed ever. Well, I don't know about that. But, oh crap, did I... Dang it, I did it. You know... I think I kind of want to redo this, but... I don't know, dude. I'm starting to really sweat in here. The Yoda, there we go. I want to try to do the tunic. Without a brim. 16 minutes, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna... try reprinting this tunic. Because I'm not happy with how it kind of came out. I hope I just don't want to take that brim off because the brim got a little. It started to pull. Not happy with that, but. So I'm starting to, you can't necessarily see, but I am starting to sweat in here because I got no fan blowing and it's warm and the air conditioner's not on. So I'm going to sadly start to wrap things up, unfortunately. Hopefully I'll have Yoda built for tomorrow. That is the plan. Bad Mads. She's playing Sea of Thieves. I don't really see a lot of these people, but they're playing games. I'm not sure about rating a game streamer, unfortunately. Does anybody else have any recommendations? Mr. Yeti's playing retro. Oh, he's playing Adventure of Link. Yes. We're gonna raid Mr. Yeti. I've been following him. He's a really good guy. Okay, so here's the. Yeah, thank you. I'll be back again tomorrow night. Hopefully in air conditioning. Hopefully everything will start working again tomorrow. I just don't want to be sitting here and sweating, and I know it's just going to get warmer and warmer and warmer. So thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did. Hope you have a good Monday. Hope your Monday's better than mine. Hope your Sunday was good. That was my Sunday here, right? Like I said, I hope to have everything good tomorrow. I will stay safe. I do have partial air conditioning, so I know I'll be fine tonight. I'm just maybe sleeping downstairs, which is not exactly the most comfortable place. Still, it's kind of like, well, do I sleep in bed that I'm comfortable in, or downstairs where it's cooler and I'm more comfortable? So, I don't know. So I'm just going to start turning things off, and you have no idea. Like, let me just show you. So, like, that's me without the lights. This is that's me normally, right? This is no lights. Helps somewhat. Stay hydrated. I have been staying hydrated. I've definitely been drinking water and definitely and hydrating drinks. Thank you. Yeah, Chris at night. I should turn off the lights entirely. I should turn off the overhead lights too. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap things up. Unfortunately, but thank you so much for hanging. Tomorrow night, I'll be back again printing something else, I hope, assuming the power doesn't go out and I get thrown off again. Keep your fingers crossed, keep your legs crossed, keep your eyes uncrossed, if you can. We've got a raid target. He's a retro streamer. I've watched him a few times, and he's a lot of fun. He's playing one of my favorite games. I love this game. Get your Perillo Raider emotes ready. Pirillo Raider. I'll be back again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific. 6 p.m. Pacific. Same time, same place. Hey, look, 66. Order 66. I love that order. It is a good order. But thank you. Once again, I love you. I appreciate you. And at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices, and may the force be with you always. Our raid target is a retro streamer. Can't wait. And you have a good one as well. See you tomorrow night, 6 p.m. And hopefully in air conditioning. Hope tomorrow is going to be okay. Tuscan rating, Mr. Yeti, in 3, 2, 1. There we go, there we go.
Yo, Chris! Coming in with the raid. Thank you so much, man. How'd your stream go, dude? What did you do tonight? Coming in with the big raid, man. Thank you, dude. Welcome in, guys. Yeah, we're, so we got to this, my first playthrough, day 4. We just literally got here not too long ago. So I'm having chats kind of helping me through this. I've been taking tips and a little bit of backseat gaming through this. But we're doing it legit, no save states. I'm getting a lot of help though from people on where to go. Yeah, I never played through this one, believe it or not. Hey, what's up, Ocean? Welcome in, everybody. Really appreciate it. All right, let's hope I get something out of here right now. So my story with this is like some people come in and they're like, "What? You've never heard of Zelda 2? What do you mean?" I did. I rented it as a kid. It was one I never owned. I never got very far. So I just didn't put much time towards it as a kid, and I really didn't rent it again. But coming back to this is a treat to play for the first time in its entirety. Yeah, there we go. We finally got it, guys. There we go. Thanks for the cheer, man. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, I don't know. This is my second time running through here. We almost got to the boss. So let's try. I'm gonna keep right, correct? If I remember correctly. There we go. Hey Krillin, thank you for the follow. Zelda 2 is 1, Zelda 1. GameCube disc with Zelda, Zelda 2, Zelda OOT. Oh, nice, nice, man. That's a cool GameCube setup. I don't know, Airwolf. I don't know. I'm getting a headache too from it though. Looks like it hurts. Oh yeah, we definitely want that. Better than nothing. Alright, I forget, is this when we have the second one's coming up here. You know, that being said though, I'm not like a total noob to Zelda games. I mean, my introduction to Zelda was Link to the Past. You know, I've played all the Game Boy ones, I've played all the 3D ones, except for Skyward Sword. That's the only 3D one I never played. Oh my god, this guy right here. The hell away from... He's gonna get me this time. Oh my god. But yeah, the NES ones I never played through. Never really played after this. Original NES, never got into the SNES. Let's kick his ass. Last time I came through here, I actually...
Oh, I gotta stop.